While my mafia husband was taking a shower, I suddenly received a provocative text message from an unknown number. 77 times in his office, 88 times in his Maybach, 99 times at the Hilton. Your husband said I am 100 times better in bed than a cold fish like you. Plus, I am pregnant with his baby. Who do you think he'll choose, you or me? Along with the text was a short video. In the video, a girl was leaning over a hotel bathroom sink, her phone camera aimed at the mirror. Behind her, a pair of familiar hands gripped her hair tightly. The screen shook violently for a long time before the video finally ended. That very night, I slid the divorce papers in front of Ethan Sterling. He smirked casually, pressing his burning cigarette butt right onto the signature line, burning a hole through the paper. In the Sterling family, wives don't get divorces. The only way you leave this mansion is in a body bag. Stella, if you don't want to die, you stay by my side. I didn't believe in fairy tales. I hired the best lawyers and sought out the most unbiased judges. But after 32 divorce lawsuits, I suffered 32 consecutive defeats. It wasn't until the 33rd trial that my 20-year-old self from 10 years ago suddenly woke up in this future. When I opened my eyes again, the cold, stern voice of the judge echoed in my ears. Mrs. Stella Sterling, regarding your divorce petition against Mr. Ethan Sterling. I snapped my head up. On the digital screen directly ahead of me, a line of bold text stared back at me. Plaintiff, Stella Rivers. Defendant, Ethan Sterling. Case, divorce petition. Date, the 8th of July, 2026. I froze in my seat, my fingertips turning ice cold. Just a moment ago, Ethan was dressed in his groom, Tito, standing in front of a hall full of guests, reaching his hand out to me across the crowd. But in the blink of an eye, he had become the man I was fighting in court just to get away from. Across the aisle, Ethan sat in the defendant's seat. He wore a crisp black suit, his eyes utterly cold and indifferent. Whispers from the gallery drifted into my ears. Stella married him in such a lavish wedding back then. Who knew she'd end up abandoned by her husband? I heard she insisted on divorcing Ethan, which caused the Rivers family to go bankrupt. Her father jumped from a building, her mother died of illness, and she herself went crazy for a few years. My face drained of color. In the next second, a flood of foreign, sharp, and painful memories rushed into my mind like a tidal wave. So, in the 3rd year of our marriage, Ethan had cheated on me with a college student named Chloe Bennett. He didn't even bother to hide it. He openly brought Chloe back to the Sterling mansion. Brokenhearted, I fled back to my parents' house and filed for divorce for the first time. But Ethan refused. He said, Stella, I courted you for 3 years before I finally made you my wife. You don't get to just walk away. I refused to turn back, and my family refused to bow down to him. So Ethan personally set a trap that bankrupted my family overnight. Faced with hundreds of millions of dollars in debt, my father was forced to jump from the top floor of his office building. The shock triggered a fatal heart attack in my mother. She passed away the very night she was rushed to the ER, and I completely lost my mind under the weight of the endless grief. Over the years, I had tried to divorce him again and again, including this trial. It was already the 32nd time. The rush of memories was too violent. My vision went completely black, and I collapsed onto the floor. When I woke up again, I was lying in the master bedroom of the Sterling mansion. The night outside was pitch black, and only a single floor lamp lit the room. Ethan sat by the edge of the bed, his voice completely flat. Stella, are you done throwing tantrums? You've dragged us into court 32 times. Aren't you embarrassed enough? My throat felt tight. You think I am the one who should be embarrassed? Ethan frowned slightly, as if I was being completely unreasonable. You knew what the Sterling family was like before you married me. My father kept 4 women by his side, and they all managed to live in peace. I only have you and Chloe. Why can't you just be satisfied? A sharp pain squeezed my heart. I stared at the familiar yet strange face of the man in front of me. I suddenly remembered 10 years ago,